Day one at World Market Center.
With the Glen and Jamie Design Tour, that's Jamie, I'm Glen.
Really? You're Glen?
I checked my passport on the way in, and that apparently, you know, it's Vegas.
One
so
too many drinks on the plane.
That's true. Anything can happen. I might be somebody different by the time I leave here, but we're going to take you into the World Market Center. We're going to show you around. You're going to see some really incredible things. Follow us. So this morning I got up and went to the gym sometime around 8 o'clock, well 8 o'clock Vegas time, which is a little bit later in Toronto time. And then I needed to do shoulder presses, and are we talking about my shoulder and the problem that I have with my shoulder? Right. So I needed to do shoulder presses, and the weight that I wanted wasn't there, so I decided I would do 5 pounds heavier. And then I pulled my shoulder, or I pulled a muscle, so now it hurts a bit. So I'm also looking for a Walgreens muscle relaxant store here at the World Markets. While we're buying art and accessories for the shop, we'll also be buying something for my shoulders so that I'm able to do the ow, 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 ow. This side fine, this side not so much. So hopefully that will go away soon. And if it doesn't go away with muscle relaxants, there's always gin. Just saying.
Black lanyards for media people, instead of having to have the neon purple or pink or something. Here you go, Mr. Peloso. And what about you, Mr. Hazen? Okay, we're all set to go.
Why is that burnt again?
Say who?
Why is that burnt?
Is it what? It goes. That's why they did it. They said, look, Jamie wears black. We do black lanyards. It's like a simple solution. Like really, it should be. Okay. Okay, let's head that way. We gotta get to the 3rd floor by lunch.
That's what I really like about this floor is the double hump. Because who doesn't like a double hump? It works for camels, it works for coffee, and it works for Alice.
Alice the camel had 2 humps.
Oh, Alice the camel had 2 humps, and I understand why. A dromedy, who doesn't? I don't know, it's not called a dromedy. It's I can't remember what it's called anymore. But there's a name for a camel with 2 humps. But it's very pretty back.
So let's go find Jamie.
We're gonna go find.
So
Jamie
of course we're walking down the hall and we see one of our favorite suppliers, the Dovetail Collection, and they had my favorite style of art.
Okay, now I just have to tell, just because we have to preface that his favorite style of art has been the same favorite style of art, say for, I don't know, every piece of art we've ever looked at. And I can tell you exactly what it looks like. It looks like a street scene, it looks a little bit like, you know, it's a glissé, it looks a little bit like it's raining, it looks a little...
Are you saying I have a type when it comes to art?
I totally have a type. You have about the same amount of, it's like as often as you change your outfit. That's how often he changes his art style. So I was shocked when we had to stop and look at that piece, and shocked that it was going to be his favorite. 1 second, as soon as you look at this painting, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And if it's his birthday or something, you're looking for a painting to give him, hello, that's it.
The perfect piece of art.
It
has another esque of a city scene, but right. You can't go wrong with a good city scene.
Rainy, kind of wet in a city, lots of cabs, clearly New York, but I mean, this is sort of a lot. This could be just transpose Quebec, transpose Montreal. You like this one?
I love it.
Similar.
I love it. You love it. We're in the CDI showroom. Cheers.
It's mimosa time already, because any time is mimosa time when you're in Las Vegas, right?
Right, well, you know, it's the beginning of the market.
It is.
You know, we got to get our
juices flowing. And
cheers.
Really, it's all juice. That's all it is. Orange juice. Morning.
Cheers. Like every great market adventure, you run into these great little vignettes of vendors and things, and we found these great safes. They were big and huge, and I thought I would just show Glen my mad safe cracking skills. Take a look. Open this puppy up. Let me try again. If the design thing doesn't work out, I got safe cracking.
How did you get in there?
I guess the combination. When you're good, you're good.
You guessed the combination? I don't believe that for 1 second. And if it's true, I need to go back to the hotel and make sure that my wallet's still there, my passport is still there.
Why don't you just get in here anyway?
That's right.
There's enough room.
You think you're saying I'm that valuable?
Behind locked doors, as they say. Okay, let's be honest. The code was 123456, but don't tell Glen, because to this day he still thinks I know how to crack any safe there is.
So I really didn't want to burst his bubble about the whole safe cracking thing, so I just pretended like I was really impressed, but really, you know, he thinks he's 007, but really, let's be honest, it's more like a 005.
It's a Kit Kat.
So I've kind of been wanting to have a new sofa, and I stupidly mentioned that to Jamie during the market, and well, of course, now we're shopping for me, and that was just a big mistake.
Well, who else watches TV with you?
Sometimes people come over.
People come to your house to watch TV.
Or maybe we watch just the two of us, but even if there's just the two of us,
Okay.
you're like,
I want you to get a little piece of paper or put a
Window,
little freaking piece of
window,
masking tape
little-
on you, and you're going to put a little check mark how many times people go watch TV at your house. It's not like you're watching the Super Bowl, let's be honest.
I've watched the Super Bowl a number of times.
More like an HGTV marathon. Let me watch Restaurant Makeover again.
Okay, maybe not exactly the Super Bowl, but it was like the Super Bowl of Restaurant Makeover. I mean, you can still watch like a whole... In 60 countries, there are still people watching it all day long. You already have downloaded it, be honest. Come on.
I have to watch you every day.
I know, and it's
what do I need to
fascinating.
watch it on DVD
it's
for?
Fascinating. You love your day just watching me. He does.
Some days I want to put a small
like,
drape between our desks.
It's
Let's be
like
honest.
the Super Bowl. It's like... So this is the market where we're not shopping at all. We're not going to buy a single thing. Aside from
Well,
the order
you
that
know.
we just bought. Or maybe we'll buy it. And maybe we'll buy a little
Maybe the
something.
blue sucked us in. Or maybe it was the blue and gold that sucked us in. Something happened.
Actually, so really, when the idea of not shopping for anything, that works until there's something interesting to buy, and then he'll be buying it, whether we like it or not.
Let's be honest. We found some really cool things.
It was very cool.
You know, it was one of the first times we bought from Interlude Home, but, you know, I think, was it the blue that drew us in?
It was
the
that
gold,
blue and
the
gold
silver.
thing. It was
And
actually quite beautiful.
Yeah,
and I'm not worried now about paying for it at all, because now that he knows how to crack safes, we're just going to walk around Vegas and see what we can hook up. We're actually going to probably buy more tomorrow with all the money that we... It's a good safe cracker.
one of the best.
Cute.
That's what happens when you hurt your shoulder.
It's called a cleft shoulder. You don't have a club foot or a cleft palate. You have a cleft shoulder or a club shoulder.
But apparently we're on our way to get some drugs to fix this about 2 hours ago. It's just going to get worse and worse. So by tomorrow I'll just be in a neck brace.
Well, you did want to try out for the Broadway musical of The Addams Family.
I think I'll end up in the musical called Freaks.
Weren't you already?
I was. So we did finally manage to find a place that would sell muscle
You mean a drugstore?
A drugstore,
Call it what
yes.
it is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But
Not
that-
a guy on the street, just, you know, it was Vegas, but...
Not that kind of a guy.
Yeah.
He looked a bit like an elf. No, I'm kidding, he wasn't. But we did find a drugstore and found out that in the United States of America, you can't actually get anything that's a muscle relaxant without a prescription. So unfortunately, they didn't. I got Dr. Jamie to write me a little something, but the pharmacist didn't believe it. Neither did the Elvis. So
Yeah.
we ended up just having to go with gin.
Yeah.
He writes a good prescription.
Yeah,
for
gin. Yeah, I can handle gin.
Yeah, he does. It was
Yeah.
very good. Doubles.
Give us a lowdown.
Who's the hoedown?
Lowdown.
About what?
The date so far.
I'm tired already, and it's day one. The taxi can't come soon enough. The air conditioning's not strong enough. And I'm only on my first glass of wine. Tell me where I'm at. We did find some new great things, though. We actually placed some orders on day one, which is like a miracle, which is equaling Scott going to kill us later. And, you know, Mark will be cursing and saying, "Why did you order this now?" There'll be a few of those. And so day two was jam-packed of client shopping and lots of great openings. And the Lady Deluxe herself, Julia,
I think it should be Miss Julia.
Miss Julia Buckingham.
Fabulous. That Global View. She opened a collection. of
What a
Global
launch.
Views.
What a, and we love her so much. She's so lovely to be around.
And then we went to Christopher Guy, the launch of the new Christopher Guy showroom. Which
Hello, New Year's Eve party.
it was gold and glitz and champagne and gambling, and I don't even know what time we left.
Was it that good?
It was a very good party.
It was that good.
Thank heaven you don't need a cab in Las Vegas. You can just push them home.
We did that global view.
Oh, did you?
We did it the last. Yeah. So truly also don't know.
Well, we have to get our picture.
Yes, please, bring it forward.
Oh, Jesus. Like usual, Mr. Peloso is taking his good old time somewhere. It was, oh, I need to hang up my gym clothes. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, the bathroom was a mess when you guys left. Blah, 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 blah. So, here we are. Waiting, waiting, waiting. At least you can enjoy the view.
Okay, in my defense, I still had
Here
to
we
wait
go.
until he finished getting ready and Jesse finished getting ready and everybody got their makeup out of the way, and then I had to get ready, and I had to get ready with one hand because I have a bad shoulder.
Listen, you're
so
not a limp.
it's really hard to wash yourself with just one arm. I felt like I needed one. It was terrible. Besides, apparently you didn't seem to mind the view that much.
Oh, those gamblers. You mean the slot machines?
It was
the goldfish game.
You know
let's be
what? It
honest.
seemed like there was a whole bunch of slots sticking around and watching things. Hi, I'm Glenn.
And I'm Jamie.
Thanks for stopping by, and be sure to click on the little subscribe button
That
below.
little thing down there?
Yeah, push on that button there. No, a little lower than
Hey,
that. Okay.
we're not going to sell them anything though, right?
No, we're not going to sell them a single thing, but they should come back often because you never know what's going to happen. Could you, can you wash those? It's a colander. We do crazy things here. Nothing.